Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. We are going to live code in a Laravel application. And in which Laravel application? Not mine, but one that Christoph created. And if everything is good, I have Christoph here. Let's bring him on. Hey, man.
Hey, Frick. Hello, everybody.
Thanks for
Whew.
joining.
Yeah,
It's a little bit stressful for you.
yeah. It's a little bit funny because I think yesterday we talked about that Frick might going to do a live stream, and I think you said 3 p.m. or I'm not sure if you did, but somehow in my head I thought it was at 3 p.m. And now one minute before 1 p.m. I saw on Lero Streamers, the website where we're going to build something today, that it said 1 p.m. I was like, wait, 1 p.m.? That's in 1 minute, yeah.
So yeah, you created the site where people can look up like the streams and know when the streams are, and you were wrong. So
Yeah.
so it's good that we need the site, and we must make like the hour of a stream a little bit bigger so that people can see when it starts.
Yeah.
Hey,
So yeah.
do you want to say a few words about like Lara streams first
Yeah.
before
Sure.
we start with it? Maybe I'll put it on the screen so people can see
Yeah.
the site.
Maybe then it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, let me do a little bit of window management here. Share my screen, add the stream like that. And then it's
Let's hope
Lara.
it's still live.
It is. Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah. So I had this idea for I think at least 3 or 4 weeks, and it was here on my I have here a little list of things that I might want to do, of little side projects and ideas, and I had it on there for quite some time now, because I started streaming a few months ago. I try to watch other people like Frick, Matt, and whoever is streaming, because I think it's a lot of fun, and it's always difficult to find out when people are streaming. And the first thing that I had in my head, why I thought it might be a good idea, to so that people could see, okay, on Friday maybe 2 people are already streaming from the Laravel community, so I might do my stream on Thursday then. And for things like that, I thought it would be a nice idea to have this kind of site where you have this overview. And on Friday and yesterday I had some time off, and I thought I wanted to work on something, but something not really work related, more something like a project which means fun to me. And this was a little idea where I thought I tried to do this in a few hours. It took me a little bit longer now, but it was really fun. And I'm also a little bit impressed by the reaction so far, because I shared it on Twitter yesterday, and Freek also retweeted it, and a lot of people were saying, it's super cool, and they already had a lot of ideas how we could improve it, because currently it's just an MVP. So lots of things we could add there. And I'm a little bit surprised here. And it was also surprising for me that Freek already wants to do a live stream about it. So I didn't have the repository on GitHub public so far, and I had to refactor some things yesterday, because I know other people are now watching the code as well. So but here we are. It's going to be a project for everybody. So it makes sense to make this public and to give everybody access.
Yeah, and now you've already put the actual source code on GitHub, so people can help out.
I just merged the first pull request a minute ago, where I forgot some meter tag for mobile phones, which was not in my layout. So happy about every help that we get here.
Okay. You already mentioned that there was like a little bit of a roadmap here of things that you wanted to take care of, and I think we can take care of some today. So the reason why I jumped on this is because I think it's a very neat idea, Christoph, to have this.
Thank you.
Because it can certainly be a little bit confusing to know, hey, when are people going to stream? If you miss the tweet, you just don't know it. And basically, when I stream, it's just there are so many streams. I'm just going to put my stake in the sand, and this is like my little spot, and I just don't care about the rest. But if there's like a site like this, then I'll be sure to check first, so that I'm not in the way of anybody.
Yeah.
Um, so you have this roadmap here. Maybe we should update the roadmap a little bit with stuff that we can do. But
Yeah.
wait, I don't have I can't commit to this. I should put it in a pull request, right?
Yeah, I think for now that's the best. Yeah. Maybe I can give you
Um,
access later if you want to work more on the application as well, then I might give you access. So
yeah.
maybe then that's easier. And also for everybody out there, so we haven't discussed or prepared much for the stream. So Freek said he's going to do a stream and he has some ideas how he can help with the project. And that's basically it. So Freek hasn't seen the application so far from inside. We haven't discussed what we're going to do, and we didn't know if I could join today. So yeah, it's very spontaneous, and we just see what we're going to do and how it goes. And
Yeah,
I
indeed.
think that's the best streams here.
Yeah, indeed. Because you can see us think and make mistakes. Uh, it's me, the one that will be making the mistakes. You can watch, so you're like in a better position.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
well,
sure about that because for me this was an MVP. I coded really fast the last 2 days. So let's see how many times you're like, oh, I would do this differently and this differently. So yeah, let's see about this too. So that's why I'm a little nervous too here.
I think I already cloned it yesterday, but I'm going to do like a fresh clone
Mhm.
so that everything is uh, recent. And Christoph, I can hear the birds. I think from your end,
Oh, really?
which which is cool. Which is cool.
It's like our background music for today.
I like it. Okay, let's maybe do like the composer install. Yarn dev, or maybe you do npm, right? But that doesn't matter. This will work as well, I guess.
Yeah,
Let's do those things, and while we wait, let's already open it up in PHP Storm and take a look at what is there. Let's first just try to get it running locally.
yeah.
Like this, preparing workspace, indexing all the things. You know what? I'm already going to start with like a separate branch stream, so that I do everything in a stream branch.
Sounds good.
And so yeah, you unlock. I'll remove that, but later on. But that is just a little detail. I guess we need to copy env example to env. We already know. I think I saw it in the README as well. It isn't here yet. That we will need a YouTube key, right?
Yeah. So maybe you could also add it now to the example file.
Yeah. So I'm going to copy this over and we'll fill that in later. And maybe let's see indeed in the roadmap what we can do. So an RSS feed will do that. I think, we discussed some of these things before. I think Twitter integration, we need to have that as well.
Yeah, so the
Twitter.
idea is so I think you suggested when we add a new stream that we have a Twitter account that tweets that out, and maybe right before one of the streams go live, that also the Twitter account is saying, "Hey, this stream goes live."
Yeah, indeed, that's the idea. I think it's also nice if you have like better time zone support. I think right now on the site you already did some stuff. Like here, you need to pick your time zone, right?
So currently it works like that. I'm using your IP to check where you're from, and then I
Mm-hmm.
take the time zone from where you're from and I try to set it from the IP. But also you can change it here. It's a very basic implementation so far. We can improve it. People also mentioned it would be nice to have like a 24-hour of time for Europe or for specific time zones. So I think we
Yeah.
could improve this as well. Yeah.
I think there's something in Dries' Blade UI kit for this that
Mm-hmm.
we could use. I
Yeah,
think there's a
I think someone mentioned that already. Yeah.
yeah, like the carbon thing here, and it will format it. I think using Alpine. Yeah, so this handles that all for you. We could try to leverage that.
Mm-hmm.
I've used this in a project before, but this is something personal. If I need only one component, then I will probably just copy over the component itself and not use
Mm-hmm.
Blade UI Kit as a dependency. So that might be fun as well to do that.
Yeah, true. Someone was asking from the chat. So the idea was to only work with scheduled live streams. So we I don't add any other streams that were already posted or any other videos. So the current idea is only to show streams that are upcoming. I'm not
Yeah,
sure maybe if it later makes sense to add something like past streams as well or something like this, but I think that's the main goal of the project. So that's
yeah,
why we started just with this.
indeed. And thanks for keeping an eye on the chat, Christoph. I'm having a
Yep,
lot of windows here, also off screen, so it's good that you take care of the chat.
that's what I'm
Now.
here for. Yeah, I'm
Nice.
not coding today. I'm just adding some comments and checking what everybody else is doing.
Let's see what other things we can add. Something that I also mentioned to you before when we were chatting, Christoph, is a calendar link. So people
Yep.
can put things in a calendar, and I got a little bit inspiration from meetuplarvel.com. We have here an add to calendar button, and then it downloads this ICS file that can be used to put on calendar. So that's nice too, I think, to have.
Yeah, perfect. I would also use this for my streams as well, so that I can add my streams also to my calendar.
Cool, cool, cool. And I think if we have time for it, because the kids are not at home today. I'm home alone for a couple of
Mhm.
hours, so I have a couple of hours, but I know that my brain will start to fry after like an hour, hour and a half of coding. So I don't know if we'll get to it, but I think like that we also need like an approval flow. Like when somebody submits a link, that you get a mail and you can click a link in that mail to approve it.
Yeah, so
Something,
you
something
have
like that.
something similar right now for your side, right? That's
Yeah,
what you mentioned. Yeah.
yeah, indeed. So for my site, where we'll probably copy a little bit of code from because the flow will be about the same. On my blog, people can submit a link here. And when people submit a link, I get a mail, and that mail contains two buttons to approve or reject the link. And when it's approved, then the submitted link will be added to this list. And if it's rejected, then the link won't be added to this list. But the main thing is that those links in the mail, those are signed URLs, so you don't even have to log in to your own site. So it can be done pretty quickly. Okay, so that is the roadmap. Christoph, are you a whip committer or do you like commit messages?
um, I mostly write. I mostly don't write whip commits, but it's not like that. That I care too much about it. So you can do whip commits if you like, and we can squash them then later. And
Yeah, okay. If there will be squashed, we'll do whip commits like
yeah,
that. Okay, what are we going to do first? Maybe the RSS, or maybe let's get it up and running first, right?
Yeah, I think that's a
Uh,
good idea.
I think it needs a database. Let's try and create the database, and let's open it. No application key, but hey, let's do it right from the error screen. And here we are. Nice. All right. So these are the time zones, and there
Yeah,
isn't
it's
any. Yeah, go ahead,
this
Christoph.
one. Sorry, this one is selected. I think if you're local using it localhost. So I
Ah, yeah.
think because it doesn't found the correct time zone, or maybe it's connected to this time zone. I don't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And yeah, we have a
Um,
database with a streams table. So this means I'm going to load the data from over the YouTube API from a specific stream, and then I store this in the database. And so this means we need to add some to the database
I
to
guess.
see something. Yeah, and we're using chat stream. So
Nice. I guess there's something in the users table.
yeah, so there's
Users
currently
here.
one that I did for me. Also, a little funny side story now. I forgot two major things yesterday when I released the page. First, I forgot to remove the register link
Mm-hmm.
from Jetstream. Really stupid mistake. Nuno was the first one who found it, and I'm glad he let me know about that. And secondly, I also had a password in my commit messages, which I used locally, and I also used this for the first live version. So also Nuno could log in by knowing my password. So yeah,
Okay,
that's when you learn the hard way.
it's good that no accidents did happen and that Nuno is like a nice guy who doesn't sell your password to Russians or something.
I hope so. Yeah.
Okay, let's
The
try.
Portuguese mafia.
Let's copy this and try to log in. Remember me, it's good. Ah, yeah, and then here you can import the
Just a
YouTube.
fancy
Okay.
importer.
Before we try that out, I should probably have an YouTube key, YouTube API key here. I'm going to add that off stream, and a little bit to avoid you seeing that, I'm going to put it a little bit below that. Even if I go back to this file, that it is here,
Oh, nice idea.
and I'm going to open up one password. I'm going to do this on my other screen, of course. I'm going to fetch my account. Where is it? This is the YouTube key. Okay, I'm copying it in the file. I'm scrolling back up. Let's see. I'm going to remove it from my clipboard history as well. Okay, and we're good. Okay, so the key is there. And now I should try to import something, I guess.
Do you already have a database?
Yeah, I already seeded it with
Okay, yeah, right.
pam pam pam.
Oh yeah, you're
Here it
already
is.
logged in. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, then let's give this a try.
Let's give it a try. So I'm going to just get like a YouTube code. So this one.
Yeah, right.
And I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this anymore. I was here, so I will need the carbon stuff in a minute. And let's import it. Nothing did happen, but maybe there was no feedback. Maybe.
Yeah, there's no feedback yet, so I think this looks good.
Unknown or bad time zone. Let's see. in this
Mhm.
action. Let's open it up. I'm guessing then that this
Yeah, so maybe
is
there's a
empty.
page home controller where I'm going to try to get the time zone.
Um, yeah, page home controller. Time zones. Current time zone is current
Yeah,
time
so at
zone.
the first line, I'm going to, I have
Yeah,
this method here where I'm trying to grab the time zone. So
I think it needs a default, right? Because
yep,
what happens when this one is false? So this is I'm going to use is your time zone Europe Vienna?
yep,
Okay, let's see if that will fix it. No, still not.
okay.
Let's
Then
see
let's
what
start
is.
debugging.
Yeah. So I'm going to. Can I use Ray here? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
sure.
can.
Bring it in.
Composer require Laravel. Oh, no, not Laravel. Spatie Laravel Ray. That. See what's in the current time zone. Current time zone. Ray is opened on my other screen. Here it is.
Let's see
And
what it gives us back.
yeah, it was nothing. There's nothing here. So I'm thinking maybe this one doesn't return null, but
Yeah,
an empty string or something like that.
yeah, I think so too.
All right. So let's do this a little bit different. So time zone. If let's do empty, so we have null as well. If empty time zone, time zone is Europe, Vienna, and let's return the time zone. That be what we need? Let's see. Yep. Hey,
Okay.
and this
Yeah,
worked
here
as
we have it.
well.
And you already fixed the bug. Nice.
Yeah, one bug fixed. Okay, let's do the commit. So we're already there. And maybe do the feed first now that we have something here. So let's maybe take a look at maybe what models there are, because I guess that we have a stream model, and sure enough, we
Yep.
have one here. Nice. And let's maybe also use a package for this. So we have Spatie Laravel feed. Yeah, so for people that don't know what an RSS feed is, because I believe it or not, some people have never seen this before. This is like a JSON or an XML document where feed readers can read from, and where you can, it's a little bit like Facebook, where you can aggregate multiple feeds into one window, so you have like a nice feed with everything, with every content that you're interested in. I use that a lot to read blogs and stuff. I don't know if you're using RSS, Christoph.
Yeah, I don't use them myself, but it seems there are a lot of people out there using it because, yeah, the time I set up my blog, some minutes later, people were, is there an RSS feed for this and for that? And do you use it yourself?
Yeah, a lot actually,
Okay.
because I follow a lot of blogs, and instead of just visiting those blogs manually and check if there's something new, I just check my RSS feed reader, and I
Ah,
get
okay.
like a feed with everything that has been written on those blogs. And by adding like an RSS feed here, I don't even need to go to the site. I will get it in my feed when there's like a new stream, which is nice, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Okay, let's add a feed. This package, will add a route that will return a feed with items. It's actually very simple to implement. You need to have a model and let it implement feedable, and then convert the model to a feed. And that is basically it. And there's a little bit of configuration needed to say, hey, here are the items coming from. And then you need to, I think, include a little blade thingy, and then you're good to go. So this should all be very fast. A mental note to self, I should add like a blade component here so people can do X feet. That would be
Yeah, thought
nicer,
that
I think.
myself the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if somebody in the audience can wants to, you can send a PR for that.
Yeah, maybe Adrian. Adrian is always fast doing PRs while live streaming. So
Yeah, go. Feel free to go ahead. You see that this package is already a little bit old. Yeah, I tried to update it, but I created it already 6 years ago.
wow,
Man, getting old, getting old.
time flies.
Yeah. Okay, let's just pull it in. So composer require spatie Laravel feed like that. Let's go to the stream. Let's implement feedable. Yeah. And then it gives me a hint of which method I should add. So it's feedable, and I should return a feed item. So return new feed item. And then I guess I can just, or is there a create method? I don't know anymore. Yeah,
Check. Yeah.
there is a create method, so I don't need to do like the brackets stuff. Create. Let's see, and then I can just chain off all the things needed. Okay. Let's just do it. So there's probably an ID. I don't know what you have available in the.
So yeah, we can check again. But basically, there's a title, a channel title, the YouTube ID.
Yeah. So channel title. This is the title, I guess.
Yeah, right. That's the title of the stream, the video itself, and the channel is like who is the creator, the YouTube channel.
Yeah. I think we need to pull in some more data at some point. Like I probably with the YouTube API can also get like the description of the feed. But let's just
good point.
Do that,
write that
later. Dummy summary. To do use field summary. A link. I guess that will be HTTPS YouTube. You know what? I'm going to put this in another method. Get link, because I assume that I already read it on Twitter that you have an intention to have like other kind of services that you want to do. So you probably will have like you need this method to check like the type of link, if it's like a Vimeo or a YouTube link, and then get the right link. But let's
just makes sense. We can already use then also where we're going to provide the link on the feeds list on the homepage. It's currently hard coded.
Yeah. So it's youtube.com, and then it's a V, I think, and then it's this YouTube ID, I guess.
I can't remember myself anymore, but you can check the homepage blade. I think it's just home. I think you should see it there as well.
So home blades.
Yeah, I think that's one. And okay, it's watch ? V.
Here, yeah.
But I guess there are probably a few ways you can type it.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to use what already works, And then here I can also do already stream link.
Yeah, right.
Let's do just link, not get link. Let's refactor, because I've learned in a pretty good video course that you can refactor in PHP Storm. That
Sounds very smart.
and
Some of the
alter.
people were, sorry, Frank, some of the people were already asking what RSS application you're using for watching your feeds.
I'm using Reader myself. That's like the best one for OS X. It's been a long time around. It displays feeds in a very nice way. You can categorize things. Maybe I should just open it up. There are no secrets here. So this is like my PHP feed, and I can just see here multiple blogs at the same time. So I don't need to go to Laravel News. I can just see here what is going on.
And do you also read it here, or do you visit the site if you want to read one of those posts?
It depends a little bit. If it's just text, then I would probably read it here. If the entire content is a feed, is in the feed, which is a thing that you should do, I think. And otherwise, I'll just open it up. There's like a little thing here to just open it up. Oh, not in Chrome. Yeah, I got it here in Chrome now. To just go to the site, so it's pretty easy. And PHP is only one of like the categories that I have. I also follow some other subjects like music and stuff, and I can just follow multiple things here in this app.
Nice.
And the nice thing is that you just don't have to visit the site to see if there's new content. If there's new content, it will just appear here. Alter, I don't know if that is. That's also something that I guess we should. We should implement at a later date. I'm thinking that maybe that if you're going to allow people to add stuff, then probably you are going to require them to log in. And maybe you can use the username that submitted the stream, something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good to it.
We're also talking about maybe some kind of notifications for streams. So we then also have to think about if people can log in, or if we have some kind of newsletter for that, or how we want to do this then.
Yeah. Okay, so this is that then, I guess. Now we need to inject the thing here, I guess. I should also do this. Customize your feed views. I don't know if it's smart enough to find it. No, it will never find, I guess, this one. So I need to, publish the config file and add it there. So let's do that. So let's go to terminal. Isn't there like config here? Feed config maybe? Yeah. We recently changed this package to use like another package of ours, the package service provider. And then those tags, they got changed. So this needs to be package name without Laravel dash config. That's the thing here now. And here
good
as
to
well.
know, yeah.
So I'm going to update that immediately. Okay. Then in config feeds, we are going to get the items here. So this will be stream. I don't need an argument, so I can just do it like this. It needs to be a string. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused at the format I need to give this in. right now, I would think it would feel much more natural to do something like
Yeah,
this. But yeah, this package is created in another era, so
that's right.
this is still
The
this. So this is
string
something.
area.
Yeah, the string era. So yeah, if somebody's watching that wants to get tuple support here, please send a PR. Get all feed items, and I guess that because where does that get all feed items come from? Take a look at the package again. I actually forgot. So get all feed items. Extend model. Ah, yeah, here. I forgot to put this method in. Get all feed items, and here is feed item. Yeah, all or get or not feed item. What am I doing?
I
Stream.
was just looking away, and yeah.
Yeah, and then I was already making
Yeah.
mistakes. So I guess that this is a collection like
I'm
that.
not sure. Someone said you left colon class in the string of the config. Could this be the case? Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
This was Gertchen. Thank you. Good
Thanks.
catch.
There's no slash there, so I'm
Oh,
going
and
to remove it.
Adrian also saw it, of course.
All scheduled streams. So here in the get all feed items, you can say which items should be in there. So I guess I didn't know there's already a scope. So here we need to have like only the upcoming ones that we want in there.
Yeah. So currently we don't have old ones, but there will be, of course.
Yeah. I guess after this stream, you will have your very first old one because this stream is like the very first one on there.
The first test, yeah.
So I
need to check if the application still works after the stream.
There's like a layout here, and yeah, I think I can put it here. Then let's see which thing that needs to go there. Include feed links. And under the hood, this will just add this here, which is like basically the standard to let an application like reader know, like, hey, there's an RSS feed. Feed links. I guess that's it. Let's try and.
I think some people were mentioning that you inside the to feed method that you created a stream instead of a feed item. Yeah, I think you need to return the feed item.
Yeah, this should be a feed item, indeed.
Thanks, guys. They see everything.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good. Yeah.
Okay, let's refresh. Feeds main not defined. Let's see what I did wrong. Did I need to?
Do we need to add a route, or is this added automatically?
Good question. Maybe we need to add a route. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, route feeds. Good call. So I guess there's like a web thing here. And let's just put it here. And now we have the route. Not yet. But this is strange, I think.
Route is not defined.
Let's do route list and grab maybe feed. There's no feed here. I would expect it as like one of the first things that get added. That's a little bit strange. I don't need to add like the URL here, I think. Let's see.
No.
You can pass a string as a first argument. This for your feed. Maybe it's nowadays I would make this optional, but maybe it's required. I don't know. Yeah, it is required.
Okay.
So this is something that can also something that can be PR that we can have like a default there. You know what? I'm going to put these as issues here.
Yeah.
So
So that we don't forget about it.
yeah, route feed should have a default URL. Submit new issue, and let's give it some labels. It's an enhancement and help wanted. And I'm also going to add good first issue. And a cool thing is that if I add good first issue, that the Spatie Twitter account will tweet this out.
Oh, really?
So that, so
Oh, that's
people
nice. Yeah.
that's cool, right? And then also add blade component to replace what was it?
The
The
include.
blade directive. Yeah,
Oh, directive. Yeah.
blade components are the way to go instead of having to require or use add include. I'll probably make this a little bit more I'll make this a little bit more descriptive after the stream. Let's add some labels, enhancement, good first issue, help wanted, and then people can pick up on that. Okay, we have
Nice.
a page here now, but did we actually add a stream,
Do we have a
or
stream?
a feed or a feed? It's here. It's a feed, and here we have get off feed.
I think someone was mentioning that as well. That there was a typo.
I'm going to do get feed items. I'm going to do and it's
just
get
the all
feed.
was too much. Yeah.
Builder all stream upcoming all.
Oh yeah, I think it's because of oh no, we're returning a scope, a query builder. Okay.
Let's do it very explicit, and let's do maybe get. Let's see if that
get works for sure, but
yeah, here this works because it already asks to do it in. This is we could leave it like this if you want.
Let me think. Could it be that I returned the wrong builder? No. Is it what builder do we return here?
The Eloquent builder, which is the correct one, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm not sure.
I'm going to leave it like this for now.
Yeah.
I think this works. And you can see here, we have my feed. Probably I should give it a title as well. So I can do that in the config file, I guess, my feed. All upcoming streams. All upcoming streams. To add some copy. I'm going to leave that to you. Add some copy.
Yeah.
And I guess go ahead.
I was just mentioning, people were mentioning in the comments that the all method only works on the model itself, but not on the Eloquent query builder if you have some work clauses before.
Yeah, okay. Good to know. Already learned something.
Yeah, me too.
So, and how this should work, or how I use it, is if I just copy this here, and how can I do this away? But there isn't a way to cancel out here. There's always a way to cancel out like that.
You have to force it.
Yep. So not add account, but add subscription. And if I add something there, then yeah, all upcoming streams, and then the stream
Nice.
should be there. Subscribing. What?
What?
This is
Mm,
kind of
have we
strange.
checked the output of the feed already?
Um,
I'm not
let's.
sure if we did. Ah, okay.
This tries to open it here.
Can we see somehow the output without it opening in the app?
Let's maybe curl it.
Oh, yeah.
Curl Lara streamers. Dot test feed. Here it is. Maybe
Okay, looks good from what I
it's.
see. It's
Right now, it's something in the package that goes wrong, I think, and not our integration. I think maybe it's something with like funny characters going wrong here. But you know, this package is like 60 years old, and people using it all over the place. So I would have
yeah,
thought that people
people
can
would have run into
already,
that.
yeah. You know what?
We could strip out some of the information and
Yeah,
try to work us there
yeah.
step by step, old school way.
Hey, the link. There's nothing funny in the link here, so I'm going to leave that in. So it can only, I guess, be the title. Let's try. No, or there's something wrong with like reader, but that would also be very strange, I think. Let's try it one more time. Maybe
Oh,
some.
maybe it's
Yeah.
because it's not a public URL which you're adding to
Ah,
the
right.
reader.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
It can't reach this.
Adrian was mentioning
Yeah.
that, or maybe some others before.
Yeah. That's probably it. Probably when
This
you
must be,
when you
yeah.
deploy this will be good. Okay. So I
And
guess we're
sorry, for the author, we could take the channel title for now, which is the author of the stream currently.
is that channel title like this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Let's commit. Something that you could do as a test to make sure that this works is yes, that's something stupid that I do sometimes is just have like sort of routes test where we're just going to do a get request against the feed and it must be successful. Something like that.
For this, I have a pages responses test. I think I have that already.
Ah,
Then
yeah,
we
okay.
can put it there. I think it's also feature
pages
page
response. Yeah, that's a good one.
So
I
that's the
guess we
first
can.
thing that I do. Sorry, the first thing that I do with every application that I edit test. It's just checking my homepage so I don't forget any debug statements or something like this, which not happens with Ray, of course, but back
Yeah.
then it did. So I think it's also a nice way to start testing, to write very simple tests like this, just to make sure that all your pages are responding successfully.
Yeah, I kind of like that. This is like a very good first test, you know, because it for most applications it already tests a lot, right? If is everything that you display on the homepage working?
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, thanks. I was just asking if you could get rid of the
of the
dummy
block.
content.
Yeah, yeah. And I was going to ask you, can I delete it? But I thought let's just delete it.
Yeah.
It's
and people were mentioning we're missing the test annotation.
yeah. I'll add that. It can show the feed, and this is feed, I guess. Let's add indeed the annotation like that, and then I guess we should be able to get green, but we don't. 500 and 500. What is going on here, Christoph?
Which one is it? 22? Is this the feed test?
It's also the homepage test. So
Also the
let's.
homepage test. Yeah, I think it's because it could be because of the database, something like this.
No such stable streams. Yeah.
So I probably haven't checked if there's no database. I'm currently not sure what he complains about, because if there's no database, he should just get no streams back, but probably I never checked that case.
I'll just create the database streams. Still not. Let's do it one more time because I don't want to focus on this too much. No such table streams.
Yes, I think for a fast fix, you could just use the refresh database trade, and I think then it should work.
Refresh here,
or maybe inside the test itself, because I have added it to some of this tests, and then I think it would run twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like this.
Let's check again.
Yes. Okay. Let's see if the feed is also good. And it is.
Okay, nice.
All right, cool. So I think this feature is done.
Yeah. Can we maybe check all the tests now, just to make sure that we have run them also for once?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice, cool.
Always good to know that they're still passing.
Yep, indeed. So, yeah, let's maybe go to the README and pick what we can do. So RSS feeds.
Check.
Yeah, check for me, but not for you, because you still want to review it, right? So
yeah.
I'm going to let you check it out.
I checked them. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Twitter integration?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do.
Or better time zone support. That might also be a fun one. I think better time zone support, it's a little bit more, I think, adventurous for me, as I know that Twitter integration, I've done that a couple of times recently, and this one, it has been a while since I've done something like that. So let's do the adventurous one.
I think that's good too, because people in the comments also have already some suggestions for that. So, and also different ideas for implementations. I think it's a fun one, and it's very interesting because it turns out yesterday I never really worked with time zones, and I was thinking about, okay, I want people to change this, but what do I show? What are time zones? Is UTC plus something? Is this a time zone? Or GMT plus, is this a time zone? Or do I show the countries, or do I show the time zone code? So it was also very new to me yesterday. So I'm glad I made it work somehow, but I'm sure we can improve this.
Well, my idea is that we should add like the time here, and maybe in between brackets, like a short version of the time zone, so that people know, hey, this is really my time zone, that there's
really,
like no confusion about it at all. And yeah, maybe we can leave this, maybe not, we'll see. But let's try to make it automatic first. And see if that works.
So also interesting. I also Google a lot. So how do I store times with time zones? Or the past 10 years when I stored some dates, are they stored with a time zone or not? I didn't know that at all. So this was also very interesting for me. So what I currently do is I store the times with my local time zones, and then I translate them with the given time zone from the users. But I think there are also different approaches to that.
Yeah, I think like the most common one that you'll hear a lot is just store everything in UTC.
Yeah, I heard that.
Now, from from my point of view, it really depends a little bit on the project. I think sometimes UTC is good, and sometimes it's also good to just use your default time zone, so that all times for you at least make sense. Um, and I think I'm not going to change anything about how you have done it. I'm just going to add like the component here, which will take care of it because I think it uses carbon. Behind the scenes, you're storing like a carbon thing as well, and I think will be good.
Yeah, and we can then work from there as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we need to do. I think we need like a component. I think, and I think I already made such a component for Odir once, but I'm not going to take a look at Odir. I'm going to do it from scratch. So component make
Do you
local
always
time.
use this instead of the Laravel idea generator prompt? Do you know that?
I don't know the Laravel idea prompt.
But you have Laravel idea installed, right?
Yeah. Huh?
Okay, so if you go to your menu of PHP Storm, and this one here,
Is it?
I have it. And this is like a little prompt where you can create all kinds of things like livewire components, blade components, migration, Cedar. And then if you have a model, you can also check for create a migration and something else as well. So I use this all the time. I think it's super useful.
Oh, I didn't know this. This is cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Blade
that's what
component.
pair programming is about, right?
Yeah,
Seeing other
indeed.
people code and then exchange and learn from each other. And
Yep. Ah, this is cool. I'm going to share that with my team on Monday. I think that this is a possibility because everybody in our team uses Laravel IDEA.
yeah, it's so nice.
So this is, I guess, local time, component type. Ah, yeah, and here you can see if it's blade or class. Um, I don't know actually. Maybe I'm going to do class because then maybe we later can do some overrides, stuff like in 3 hours or something when it's a little bit closer
Yeah,
that you don't need to have like the exact date, or maybe you want to add something extra.
yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And if you don't need it, you can just remove the class later on. Yeah, sure. Add it. Local time, good. Something that I like to do is just see if it renders correctly. So this is the local time, and there was like a home view here, right?
Yeah.
Where you
So basically,
have
I just put everything in there so far. So
yeah. I'm going to split this a little bit up. Going
yeah, sure.
to have like a partial thing here. Stream, blade, HP, edit. Sure. Just add the stream here, and here we can just include the stream, include stream, pages partial stream, yeah, and then we have something smaller to work with, I guess. Here's stream link. Where is the stream time? Ah, here it is. So here it should be, here we should have like X local time. And then we should have that extra sentence there. Let's see. Yeah, this is the local time. Okay, let's head over to Blade UI kit and just copy some of the code here. So
I hope Dries is not watching.
he knows that I do this. He understands.
Okay.
And let's go to the carbon thing here. I need to go to the resource, not the class. Let's go back. Daytime, carbon, the raw thing here. Let's put this in the local time thing. And there are some extra options here, but I only need like this span with the local time here in it. Yes. Yeah. And this one expects to have like a date being passed. So let's
Mm-hmm.
pass in a date. And that is this one, I guess. Yeah. I'm already going to put this in comments because I don't want to see this, but I might refer to it a little bit later to get things just the same. We should also have the same styling here. I think that in the components, the blade component, we already have the attributes here. So these are like the attributes on the component itself that will be copied. So the class thing here.
Classes, okay.
That's cool. Then there's like this option here for if you want to see something locally, but I always want this format. So I guess this is the correct one. And I think that we also, for this to work, and this is like my Achilles heel always. I think we need to pull in some front end stuff, and for some reason that always goes wrong when I try to do it. I think we need to have Alpine, and I think also moment and moment time zone.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try to add those things. So we want to have Alpine. We want to have moment. A moment time zone as well. Let's do that in a bit. Yarn add moment time zone. Like that. Thinking up JS. There's already Alpine here, so that's good. Then we also need to have moment. And I think moment time zone needs to be imported as well, but I'm not sure. Let's maybe go to the docs. Require moment time zone. I guess I need to do that as well here.
Let's see if you get it right this time.
Yeah. Let's go to home. Yeah, let's just see and see if it would already work. Undefined variable date. That's already not a good one because I already passed it, right? So class date stream schedule start time. Maybe it's because I didn't do it in the class local time.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's public function construct public carbon date. I guess that would solve it. What's this here? PHP 8 isn't quite here yet, so I guess that this would solve it. Yeah. Okay, let's try it again.
Another try. We have a time.
But it's the current time. That's not the right time. You see? That's
Oh yeah, it's a current time.
so how
Interesting. Let's see.
doing something wrong with passing the time, I guess. So we do date, stream, schedule start time. Yeah. We have local time here as a public.
Mm-hmm.
So then here it should be like that date, right? It's time to invoke Ray, I guess.
Let's bring it in.
Let's do Ray date and maybe also in stream, we also are going to see what it is here. So here I also want to see stream scheduled start time. Let's do in class here, and then local time. Let's maybe also see it here what the date is. We keep an eye on the comment to see if somebody
Yeah,
sees our little mistake.
not yet.
Okay, I'm glad, I guess, that that nobody sees it. That means that it isn't anything that obvious.
So
Um,
correct,
so
correct.
this is the correct one. In class, it's the correct one, and here it's also the correct one.
Also,
Ah, but look at it now. Now it's right. Maybe it was
oh, okay, interesting.
some caching stuff or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
This is right. Let's see if there's anything. Let's see if this actually works. So I don't know if you know this, Christoph, but in Chrome, you can say what the current time should be, what
Oh
your current
no,
time
I've
zone
never done
is.
that. Yeah.
It's in more
Oh yeah,
tools,
right. I've seen that. Yeah.
sensors, and here you can overwrite like, hey, we're in Mumbai, for instance, and now this is the current time zone.
I think I tried this, but I'm not. I'm not sure if it worked for me because I was detecting the time zone from the IP. And I think if you set it here, it's set in the browser,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure. Let's give it a try and see what happens.
The time is still the same, which makes me think that somehow this isn't working. Let's see how it determines what the time zone is. So I'm going to execute this in Chrome this time. Let's go to the console, time zone. We are in Asia, Calcutta, so that's good.
Okay.
It's my hunch is maybe that this isn't executing or something. That's always the case with me. That if something JavaScripty isn't working correctly, maybe it just
It
isn't
must be the
being.
JavaScript part. Yeah.
Let's
Adrian
do.
was mentioning if that we don't pass it to Alpine. I'm not sure what he means exactly, but do we need to pass something to Alpine? No, we just pass it to the component.
Ah, yeah, we need to pass it here. I guess. Let's take a look at the original again. So, you know what? I'm going to check if this is being executed, because otherwise, we're all doing this for nothing, I guess. Yeah, let's execute this. And there isn't anything being executed here. Something that I did wrong, and I think it's the case here as well, is just not requiring the app.js.
Oh,
And it isn't here as well. It's funny that
no.
we've made the same mistake. So
we need to provide a list with things which you should not forget if you do this again.
and I shouldn't copy this, but this is like a script source, and like that. And this should be this one with JS and app.js. So we have some stuff that can execute actually. Okay. Here. That's already good.
Mm-hmm.
So we have loaded Alpine.
Moment
Reference
is not
error
defined.
moment is not defined. I think I know this one as well. This one is something that I searched a little bit for, and that is
We probably
that
have to build the JavaScript. I think we didn't do that after requiring the
we
new
need to do
libraries.
that.
People are saying.
Yeah, but it's also something I don't know if there is a better way, but I've experienced that if you want to use the moment, you have to put it on the window as well.
Okay.
Otherwise, you won't have access. Run dev. Let's do it again. Okay. Let's try it again here. No, moment isn't defined. Come. Empty cache, reload. Let's try it again. Hey, we already get
Ah,
this, so that's
okay.
good.
And now it
Ah,
changed.
yeah, it's Istanbul. Or not Ist. I don't know what that's the abbreviation of, but I think if you live in that time zone, you'll probably recognize it. Let's maybe
I don't know
change
it
to
either.
another. Let's do to another time zone, maybe San Francisco. Time zone override is already in effect. Yeah, maybe just refresh. I'm going to remove that. Hey. Yeah, it has updated to that, but I don't know.
Indian Standard Time.
Indian
Someone
Standard
mentioned.
Time. Yeah, okay.
But now with San Francisco, it should be different, right?
It should be different, yeah. I'm going to remove that hey first because that will get old pretty quickly,
Yeah.
I think. Um, where was it? In local time, of course. Maybe let's take a time to see where the time is being passed because there was like a remark for that, like, hey, you're not passing the date. But I think
Oh yeah.
it's being done here.
Yeah, I think someone was mentioned this as well because currently we take the. Oh no, sorry, it was completely wrong. I misread that. I thought we were using the time zone from the date, but we don't.
No, we just get like
It's
the
just a
timestamp.
timestamp. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what gets displayed when um, when Alpine is not loaded yet. And I think you can see it. Like if you do a refresh
Yeah.
here, yeah, you can see that it replaces it.
Switches.
Yeah. But I wonder why I don't get like this time zone now. You know what? I'm going to close just this window. Let's do it again. I'm not going to quit Chrome because otherwise you'll lose me. Because StreamYard is running in Chrome.
Oh yeah. That's
I
why I'm always using a second browser when streaming with StreamYard so that I don't accidentally close or refresh anything.
Hey, this is already good. So I'm
Yeah.
seeing Central European
European
time.
summertime.
Yeah. Let's try and change this in sensors. Yeah, now it's San Francisco and it isn't complaining about something. So let's refresh. I don't know why it isn't updated now. Let's try maybe another one. Tokyo, maybe. Yeah, and now we have, I guess, Japan Standard Time here.
Yeah.
San Francisco. Maybe I was just unlucky. Yeah, now
Yeah,
it's
seems so.
this is now working, I guess. So
Okay,
yeah,
this
now
sorry. So this means now
go.
we are getting the time zone from the browser.
Yeah,
So this means we could get rid of calling my API call to the IP, check the IP, and get the time zone then. So we could get rid of that.
yeah, indeed.
Okay, that's good.
Now something that you should also take care of. I don't know if we needed to do it in the stream now, but this date needs to be like
All
localized
right.
a
Yeah.
little bit as well, because this one can change. This can be different for people in another time zone, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know if you
true.
want to go so far as that. I think that this is like the most important thing, but I think if you have the time, you should take care of this one as well.
Yeah. I'll write a note.
But this is already a good improvement, right?
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Okay, I'm going to commit this. We had some troubles, Christoph, but I'm glad that it didn't take us too long to figure it all out.
No, I think it was still good, and we learned something on the way.
Yeah, indeed. Um, what? Ah, yeah. Sorry, I'm so accustomed that I
Ah.
just can push stuff, but I can push stuff to the repo directly. Of course, I should have cloned the repo first and worked out of that. Yeah, let's not bother by this. Maybe, Christoph, out of the goodness of your heart, maybe you could give me permission to
Yeah.
push so I don't need to do the whole forking dance this time.
Yeah. Let me do
Uh,
that real quick.
you're going to do that already? Nice.
Yeah,
While you
sure.
do that, I'm going to go to the README and maybe pick another one that we can do. So better time zone support, we have that. We have an RSS feed. Maybe let's do the Twitter integration.
Yeah, I think this would be fun too.
Or the approval flow. That's also a bit of approval flow. Maybe that can be like a secret, like another stream, because I feel that I don't know how long that we already have been streaming, but it feels a while.
A little bit about an hour.
A little
Yeah.
bit about an hour. Yeah, 1 hour 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It says here, and I
So
know
you
that
decide.
my brain starts a little bit getting fried after an hour, but I feel that Twitter integration is something that we can still do, and approval flow, maybe we can do that like in a separate stream.
Yeah.
So
So sure. You decide how long you want to go today and what you want to do. So it's up to you. You can decide.
we're going to do the Twitter integration then, because
Cool.
that's fun. It's a little bit interactive. It's a little bit working with another service. So
And I'll send you an invite for the repository, by the way.
yeah, I'm going to do that after
Yeah,
the stream.
sure.
Okay, Twitter integration. So Christoph already created a Twitter account, and we already exchanged some of the secrets needed. So we should be able to get this running pretty fast, I guess. So the Twitter handle that we're going to use is Lara Streams, right?
Lara's streamers, like the
Streamers.
application, but we could check it real quick to make sure what it is and that people can see it.
Yep. And already follow it. They
Nice.
want to.
I should follow it too.
Yeah, same here.
Lara streamers.
So I already have this functionality at freek.dev also, where when a new article is posted, it gets tweeted. So we might use some of that code. So for freek.dev, I use another package, not a Spatie package this time, but Twitter Abraham alt or something. This is it. Yeah, this is like a good package to work with the Twitter API. So we're going to pull that in. See documentation here. Yeah, here I can just pull this. And I know that we'll need a couple of credentials, so I'm going to do that off screen again.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can
Um,
add the keys to the example file then as well.
yeah, I'm going to add the keys to the example
Thanks.
files. I'm going to take a look at freek.dev because I already have the keys defined there. So these are the keys, and now I can open up the environment file. Yeah, I'm not showing this because I'm going to add the actual keys here so we can see if it's actually working. I'm going to open up 1Password because I've stored them already there. So Laura streamers, I'm going to pick the access token.
Yeah, funny side story. I wanted to call the project Lero Streams, but it turns out there is a little girl which is called Lara, and she's streaming or having some videos on Facebook. So when you go to lerostreams.com, you get to her.
Oh, wow. Cool. I think Lara streamers is also pretty good to have as a name.
Yeah, I think it's fine
Uh,
too. If the
I'm
product is good, nobody cares.
Yeah, indeed. Let's copy over the consumer secret like that. Let me check if I copied it all right. I think so. I'm going to put it below in the environment file. I'm going to scroll up so I can't make any accidents. It's also not anymore in my clipboard history. That's good. So I can move stuff back here and we can start coding a little bit. And this time I'm going to use some stuff from freek.dev. Think. So because otherwise I have to type all of this and that's a little bit boring. So the first thing that we should do is create a service provider. And I'm going to use the neat little trick here that you showed me, Christoph. I don't know how it was called again, to have like Laravel idea make something code
Yeah,
generator.
so
Yeah.
I have a shortcut for this, which you can also define in your key map. In PHP Storm itself, you can define this for this, and then you can easily prompt it up every time.
Yeah, I'm going to do that as well after the stream, I think. Get like a good copy, like a good hotkey and just define that. Yeah, maybe I'll write a little blog post about this for people that don't know this yet, so people can start using this trick as well.
Yeah, you should. So like always, it's just a little improvement, but when you think about how many times you need to create stuff like that, and there are also templates that you can define yourself and can change them, and those little things like these checkboxes for you need the blade component with class, without the class, or refresh database when you create a test and things like that. It's very useful.
Yeah, indeed. Okay. Oh, I made a typo, but I can refactor provider like that. And let me copy the code from freek.dev here. So this is just setting some things up. So in the services, I need to have those keys as well. So we basically are going to use the Twitter class that is provided by the package, and we're going to wrap it in a Twitter class of our own so we can have some better DX. So let me go to the config file at freek.dev, which I have off screen. And I can put those things in config services. Put them here, and these keys are defined. And then what are we also missing? That Twitter class. Let's see in the off-screen freak.dev where I've put that. I've put here a class here, or in a folder called services Twitter. Yes, you just add this, that. Make sure that the imports are correctly. Yeah, I've used the same class. So now we have like a Twitter class where we can that we can use to send stuff. So it's very simple. We just wrap that Twitter alt class, and we can basically now add methods of our own to wrap things up. So if you want to tweet something, we can just give like a string with the status. This is basically the tweet text, but in Twitter parlance, that is called a status. And yeah, from our code, we can just do tweet, and we don't need to do post statuses update the whole time. And for Freek.dev, I've also made like a failsafe here that I never tweet things from another environment than production. I'm going to comment this out temporarily so you can test out if this actually works. So we're going to add like a tweet bot here. And we are going to go to Lara Streamers, I guess. Yeah, this is a good one to follow. There are already some followers here. Let's give them a little bit of
fame.
There's a little bit of fame here. So thank you all for following this Twitter account. And let's now try to tweet something, I guess. How am I going to do this? I'm going to test it already now. Maybe in a Thinker session. We are going to get like a Twitter class. Twitter, or Twitter is app Twitter class. See. Target Twitter doesn't exist. Didn't I set it up here? I bound Twitter here. But it's probably doesn't know the
namespace. Or?
The namespace, yeah. Sometimes it can figure it out, and sometimes it can't.
Yeah.
App services, Twitter not found. Yeah.
It's one Twitter too much.
One Twitter too much, indeed. I'm not sure why it says now that this one isn't needed. There's like one too much here. Yeah. Okay, now we're good. We can try this again with one Twitter less.
I think we need to refresh the Tinker session.
Yep, indeed. Yeah, we have a Twitter instance now. And now we can tweet something. Twitter, tweet, hello world. Read-only application. I guess that this is something that needs to be... Yeah, we need to like ask Twitter for credentials, I think, to do this.
Let me check real quick if I see anything for this.
Yeah, probably you've created an application at the dev site, and you need to have like permissions to write to Twitter, because by default you can only read stuff.
Oh yeah, I see read only currently.
Yeah,
there is read and write and direct messages.
Yeah, and we need to write.
Let me see if we need any. Okay, changes have been saved, so it seems they don't have to check this. So maybe you can try again.
Let's see. Sorry, my mistake. Read-only application. So I guess that maybe it needs a little bit time to propagate or something, the changes that you've made. Because
Yeah,
you see something about writing now, that writing is enabled.
I yeah, I see that I have enabled it, but I'm not sure. There's some kind of icon with some errors in both directions, so I'm not sure if this means they might need to check it.
Hmm.
Read and write some, yeah. Not sure if I can do anything about that now. Let me check real quick the docs here. Mm, Ba-ba-bum. Do you know, Freek, by the way, that you have this famous ba-ba-ba-bum
Yeah,
streaming thing?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. People noticed, and I noticed that you did it right now as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, every now and then I do like, oh yeah, ba-ba-bum. Oh yeah, Freek.
Yeah,
I'm doing the Freek.
it's Uncle Freek's brain melting down. Papa pum.
Changing permissions might affect your app. Are you sure you want to change? Yeah. Your changes have been saved. The changes you've made are live now. Okay, so this is what the notification said. But I'm not
Okay.
sure if it still needs a little bit of time, but maybe try it again now. Okay.
Nah. I wonder then if we should already continue with some other code here, or that we should call it a day for now. Mm, 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 mm. You know what, Christoph? We are going to do this another time then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to check. I think that we need to yeah, get this fixed behind the scenes, and that we should continue when this is working, and then we can do all the stuff regarding to tweeting.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that we're at the end of the stream. Then I'm going to remove
Yeah. I
myself
think
here.
we still have, we might have some failing tests now because of the change of the time, but this is also something that I could fix myself later. So I'm not sure if that's too interesting for people to watch.
Let's maybe give it one shot, because I don't want to give you like a project back or a PR back with failing tests. So let's fix that, and that's a
Actually,
good.
I'm pretty sure, but
Let's see. Yeah, there are some
because I
failing
wrote a lot of tests.
around the time zone kind of
Yeah,
thing.
so I'm also not sure if it will be an easy fix because I think we might have to delete some of those tests because now that we're changing it with JavaScript, it would be more difficult to check the
Yeah,
correct times.
yeah. Personally, I would just lose it all. I think the whole thing, because I think mostly in the browsers, it will be correct, because in your browser you will have the correct time zone.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
As a developer, always I think.
Yeah, I also don't like to do task tests too much because I'm not a fan of that.
Same.
But yeah, I think I need to get rid of the code where we check the IP, get the time zones,
Yeah,
and things like that, and then yeah, I might delete those tests
yeah,
because yeah, since we're now getting it from the browser,
yeah,
I'm not sure if I want to go that direction to check what JavaScript is then doing.
yeah. I think what we've done is like a way to simplify things. I would try it out in the wild. Like, are people happy with this? And only introduce complexity back when it is really needed. But I think, yeah, for most people, it will be fine. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can clean that part then up. Okay, I guess then we're at the end of the stream. I very much enjoyed it, Christoph.
Yeah, I also found this a lot of fun. So every time you want to work on this application again, just let me know, or maybe next time the other way around. So
Yeah.
whatever you prefer. Somebody in the comments was mentioning that you have already a PR for your feed package.
Oh wow.
So this was
Ah,
fast. Thank you, Seishi.
thanks. Thanks. That's cool. I'm going to check that out right after this stream. Yeah, and I'm sure up to do another stream on this, Christoph, because yeah, I said that I want to do like Twitter and approval, and I'm a man of my word, so I'm going to do that. But if you
Everybody
are,
heard that now.
yeah, but if you want to work on stuff and you need like uh, yeah, if you want to pair on something, if you want to have like my voice in the background and looking over your shoulder and checking the chat, let me know. I'm also up for that as well.
Cool. Thanks. I will.
Okay, then we're done. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a future stream, I guess. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you very much.